Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Supercars of London on a wonderful blue sky day down at G Kirby Collection. And for those long-term subscribers, you will know Grant from back in the Southern Sky Motors days. We go way back. We have bought and sold many a car together. And today I've got the opportunity of driving one of my favourite cars because myself and Grant are going to have a little bit of a catch-up, a spot of lunch, and today we are taking a 2017 Honda NSX to lunch. And the problem with this car is I have absolutely no idea when Grant is going to be driving down this road, because it is of course a hybrid. Here we go. We are not in electric mode to kickstart the video off, but yes. One of my all-time favourite supercars, the Honda NSX, in a beautiful gloss white, red brake calipers, and Mr. Grant Kirby himself is getting out of the driver's seat. How's it going?
Yeah, good man, you?
Good to see you.
Nice to see you, mate.
When you posted this on Instagram, I was like, I've got to come down and check it out. This is the second opportunity that I've got to get behind the wheel of one. And we've had many a conversation on WhatsApp to say how good of a car this is.
Great car.
Like, you've had Hurricanes, you've got an R8 in there at the moment. Yeah. And yeah, it's such a quirky, weird thing to wear a Honda badge.
It is. It's so different from everything else out there.
That's, I think,
market for the money. It's crazy. It's value, in my opinion.
Yeah,
for what it is.
Yeah. So we're gonna jump in.
Butterfly, you're doing me a favour.
We've just tried to escape the biggest swarm of weird insects that are crawling all over my body. It's the weirdest feeling, and then we've just put the window up and got going on a butterfly. Is it gone?
I think so.
Welcome to the countryside.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to the jungle.
All right, I'm just going to quickly shift it into Sport Plus.
Sport Plus, yeah. And you got race, but you have to hold it into race.
Yeah, and that obviously then gives a little bit of traction slip. But it's so funny because when you got this car into stock, you said, I've got a car for you. It was definitely a bit of a sales pitch. You've seen the video that I drove the car down at VVS. It was when I had my Nissan GTR.
Wow.
So I loved that car. And then VVS got a black with chrome wheels. It had a light interior. It really wasn't the spec that I would have gone for. Yeah. Did a little bit of research on it because there's not that much out there. There's definitely not that many of these on the road.
Very few, yeah.
And actually, when you learn a little bit about the development of the car and what Honda did to try and build the perfect supercar, I think they had a 458, an R8 V10 Plus, and a Turbo S.
Yep.
And they basically stripped those cars back, learn all of the sort of best bits, the quirks, and build this. And you're like, I'm going to take it home. I'll let you know how I get on. And would you like to tell everyone how much you got on with this car?
It's amazing. It's you don't expect as much from a Honda.
Yeah.
It sounds awful, it's badge snobbery, but you know, having driven Lamborghinis, sold Ferraris, and all the high-end bits, this is so easy to live with. It's so fast. The electric motors, I think there's 2 independent electric motors on the front axle. There's one on the back as well with a 3.5 V6. So there's zero lag.
Yeah.
The torque comes in, the power comes in so beautifully, it handles so well.
4-wheel drive, so you've constantly got power, grip.
It's a really interesting one. I think the front, I don't know the exact technical terms, but there's something like the front two electric motors will go at independent speed. So the cornering, mid-corner performance, the way it comes out of corners is unbelievable. Yeah. It's just one of the most impressive cars I've driven. You know, people always say what's the best car I've ever driven. Well, the best car I've ever driven, it's not very rarely it's the most expensive. It's
yeah, or the fastest.
Yeah, it's the one that just shocks me, I suppose, and just really surprises me when I drive them. And yeah, this was just up there. It's just so cool. It's
like the silent assassin.
Yeah, 100%.
Because everyone knows it exists. Yep. No one would even consider this over an R8 V10 Plus because there's R8 V10 Pluses everywhere, or a 991.2 Turbo S. But for quirkiness, where we go, left or right?
Go.
We are actually driving to lunch. Yeah, for quirkiness, It is a mad package of performance, handling, daily drivability as well. We're in Sport Plus and the suspension is far superior to that of most supercars.
Yeah.
Like we're cruising around on a nice country road and
then you get into town, and when you want to leave early in the morning, you slip in quiet mode and it's electric.
yeah.
It's mad.
It took a while to get used to, even in the test drive that I had, actually setting my GoPros up or moving them around and completely forgetting that the car was still on, even though it was in electric mode, and then being able to peel away in complete silence. It's weird because obviously me being the exhaust expert and loving straight pipe Lamborghinis, there is a luxury, especially now that I've got neighbours and people that I have to consider when I'm up leaving early for a road trip or whatever. You get in the car and you can just EV. Look how good that looks against all of the other normal mundane stuff. Like even a 458, an RA, everyone's seen them before, but to have that,
you know.
Yeah.
You know, if you do some homework on these
Yeah.
things, it's quite. They're just incredible things. Technically, they're amazing.
I think, when did it come out? Was it 2016, 2015?
I think 16, 17. Yeah.
Yeah.
Around that sort of time in the UK.
It's absolute madness. And I mean, yeah, I love them. I think they look great. But I can imagine so's the menu here, so let's get some food because I'm slowly running out of energy, and then we'll go for a bit of a blast after. But yeah, as initial drives to the pub go, this is a pretty cool way of doing it. Very good burger. Should be a YouTube series, really, shouldn't there? Of driving nice cars to nice pubs to try their burgers out.
Sounds like a winner to me.
Turning right out here.
Yes.
So we'll head back to the showroom. I might throw the camera around the dealership, see what you've got in. There was a really nice Roma that you've sold, right?
Yeah, sold. Roma's going out.
One of the things that I did a little bit of research on when I thought about buying one of these cars was whether it had Apple CarPlay, because this is quite similar to the Nissan GTR in the sense that it's dated, it's not quite functionable anymore in 2023. But you're saying this one already has CarPlay.
This one has got CarPlay, yeah, wired CarPlay.
So yeah, okay, you plug it in and then you can get the. I mean, yeah, this is a pretty banging car in terms of like even just the view out here. You've got the front wheel arches. And there's part of me that thinks, okay, the R8 V10 with a manual gearbox is quite rare. Obviously a different price point, but actually when you go on Auto Trader, there's not that many for sale. This is on another level of rarity when it comes to what the car is. How many are there for sale? Like 3, 4?
Yeah, there's about 3 or 4 for sale on the market.
Yeah.
But you think this is rare? I've got something really super rare back at the showroom to show you.
Really?
Really rare.
I mean, I don't know why I said that as if I know exactly what it is. I follow you on Instagram and you tag me in a lot of stuff. Yeah. I know exactly what it is, but it's 2 wheels rather than 4.
It is 2 wheels instead of 4, yeah. Right up your street.
So then here we go. We have got the green over tan Roma here, which is arguably a very cool spec.
Very cool.
Portofino, black, red stitching, lovely. 992, Audi R8. Oh, look at that, a 30 Yara, yeah. So where's this bike then? I'm ignoring all of the SUVs because I know where it is. It's going to be centre stage, isn't it? Because I know that you've got a bike over there.
1969 Suzuki GS 450.
Okay.
I think something like that.
And
there
then
she is on the desk.
Look at that Brabus 1300R. This thing is a beast. This is one of the most aggressive bikes I've ever seen. It's like a super naked, matte carbon, the stitching, Brabus details everywhere. Can we get it out? Is it too...
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see this outside in the flesh because, okay, it's cool as a centerpiece in the office, but I kind of want to see it in the flesh under natural light because, yeah, this is an absolute weapon. And so cool that Brabus are now dipping their toes into the world of motorbikes. Because you know, when I mean, what they do with Mercedes and what they do with all of the other, didn't they just do like a Porsche?
Well, they've just had a press release because they're not just solely Mercedes now.
Yeah.
So they do. There was a Porsche 911.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
A few other marks, a few other makes and models now that they're getting involved with. So it's not just Mercedes. So these were ridden on the stage at the big press reveal.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
I mean, it's
really
like,
special bit of kit.
yeah, through this lens, it is so sick. This is as badass slash Batmobile as it gets.
Full Mad Max.
It's just so cool how like there are elements of the satin carbon, and then you've got this huge like vent either side, so like the front on it's such a wide bike. Then you've got the sort of details, the luxury of the quilted seat there, the satin carbon. I'm going to do a lot of research on this, and then I mean, as this video is going live, you may have already seen it across Instagram and TikTok, but I feel like there's a video in how rare and cool this bike is. So whilst it's center stage, why is it not center stage more often? It looks so good with all of these cars here like that. Absolute madness.
So, to finish it off, we took the NSX to lunch. I'm now full of energy, so I'm going to do some filming with this bike behind. It was one of the reasons why I wanted to come down here, but also to drive the NSX. So, Grant, massive thank you. As always, I'm about to run out of battery, so I will leave the video there. Head into the link in the description if you're interested in the NSX or this mental BRABUS hyper naked bike. Don't even know what the right phrase or how you'd categorize that thing, but a super rare motorbike and very cool to see one in the UK. I will see you soon, guys. Take care. Goodbye.